Hello, welcome to November, day 25. Just kind of wanted to look at my stuff. So far, it just looks like I'm doing a drawing in each square every day. There's not much cohesiveness going for the most part. I was watching one of Odd Artwork's videos the other day, and he has a good sense of how to make all these things interact with each other. I'm basically just drawing in each square. They're not really interacting that well. I mean, it kind of makes sense in some way, and I think part of it is look at the scale I started here at the top. All right, so really big. Normally things in the back or further back are smaller, so that's one of the big mistakes I made at first. And then I went smaller with that guy. That guy probably should have been way smaller than these guys, but he ended up being big, and also forgot to do his extra legs. So this is the only part I'm kind of happy with. The carrots kind of look like, yeah, he's part of the garden there, and I don't know. And then here I made that guy holding that guy, so it makes sense that he's kind of closer looking. But it's just kind of randomness, and to me, it doesn't look like it belongs in the same space. I didn't quite make things, and I know that Odd Artworks has his grid laid out a little different. It's a little wider, and he's got space in between, but it's not much bigger than what I'm doing, as far as I can tell. And yeah, I'm just kind of using the bottom for these guys to sit on too much. I need to explore the space a little better. I think part of it is that I have such a big Sharpie that I can't get very thin lines. Like this one, I used this other fine liner, the 0.2 I think it was, and it was better, but I still made it really big. So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these last. I have 4 sections left for November. Yes, it's after November, but hey, get started late, finish late. Yeah, so let's go ahead, get set back up here, figure out what we're gonna do in the last 2 days, and then I think if I do this again, I'm gonna have to get some practice in. All right, so this is Gnomevember. '68. Mice. Didn't I already do mice? Or did I do mouse? Wait a minute. What was that day up there that has a mouse eating a strawberry? Was that mice or mouse? What day was that? Okay. Mouse. 21 was mouse. So why is 21 mouse and 68 mice? Isn't that basically the same thing? Question is, do I want to keep going with mice, or do I want to do something different? Because that mouse is so much bigger up here, and if I make a bunch of little mice everywhere, oh, I'm so confused. See, I didn't make some of the extra prompts on here. Let's see, if I roll next, maybe I'll combine something. Oh, 91. Gargoyle, which I already did. See, I don't know. If Odd Artwork he does his and doesn't show us. 23 is rabbit, which I thought I did. Didn't I do a rabbit? Alright, what do you think? Should I have stuck to mice? Or am I going to do a rabbit? You know what? I'm going to do a rabbit. It's a garden. I mean, I know mice have access to gardens as well. Alright. Alright, let me straighten out the horizon. Alright, so a rabbit. Now, am I going for realistic or cartoony? I think I want to go for cartoony, so I'm just going to make like a little rabbit that's standing up, I think. So, alright, so his head's going to be here. Little bunny ears. A little floppy ear action going on there. Almost has a Hobbit-like quality to this leg. I don't know if that's too long. Alright, let's try that. So I need to try to switch to my skinnier marker. I need to get better markers. These ones are kind of dried out. I just found these in a box and thought I'd use them. These things can be pretty flimsy. You gotta be careful. Wow, having this skinny thing really does make a whole lot of difference, doesn't it? But it's not flowing very well. I'll try to make this a little smaller looking. A little texture. And let's go in the direction of the... Well, I think the fur should be going in that direction, right? That's the paw. I don't know what he's getting ready to do. Like I said, my interaction with each other is very minimal, and I'm not exactly... That's something I'm going to have to work on in my little storytelling bit part of this. So yeah, I got a rabbit. Should I have done mice? I don't know. So he's kind of like a stuffed rabbit, but he's just kind of standing there like he's waiting for something. And he feels a little off place because I used the smaller marker. I don't know. I think I would have been too muddy. I'm trying to go smaller. I don't know. Alright, let's do another one and get this over with. The good thing about this challenge is that I have been trying to draw every day. Alright, so it's 20. So was that actually 27, 28, 29, 30? It is 27. So that was day 27. Oh my gosh. So this is day 28. 28. Let's roll it. 43. Twins. Oh, twins. Interesting. Are they twin gnomes? Are they twin... What are they? Twins. Alright, I'm going to have to stick with that one because I haven't gotten it before. Alright, twins. I can make twin rabbits and go with this guy. I think I want to go with gnomes still. So I'm just going to make... I can make girl twins. Or I can make different species that are dressed alike. Like there's some kind of event that they're showing up to. Do twins. Of course, in the animal kingdom, any two offspring that any animal might have had would be considered twins, and they wouldn't have to look alike. But I think I want to go literal, that we want them to look alike. Most people, when they think of twins, they think of identical twins, correct? But what kind of twins? Alright, let's stick with the gnome theme, so I'm going to do... So I'm trying to draw them in tandem. Just gonna make like an arm up here, and his shoulder's gonna be here. Make his arm go forward, I think. So they're gonna be like doing something. I'm not sure what yet. I'm gonna have his other arm forward also. His arm is gonna be reaching out. Have his hand on his thing. Make his thumb up, and his fingers out, like he's looking for a handout. And then 1 foot down, 1 foot out. Okay, and then this hand has got to be out this way, right? It's his hand's out that way. And since his foot is up, I want to make it so. Alright, so maybe they're dancing, maybe they're just pantomiming each other, I don't know. But they look alike. Let me make a line there and there. About the same height. Now, question, do I go back to my thick ultra fine that's not as fine as it should be? Alright, so. For those fingers, definitely should have gone with something a little thinner, huh? Yeah, it's really hard to ink when you don't have a very good and see, that's the thing, but there's not much interaction here. Obviously that would be huge compared to those guys. Yeah, I don't know. This challenge is mostly just to get me to draw every day. Obviously I got sick at one point, and I think it's giving me a little insight on what I need to work on in the future. But there you go. Gnomevember, days 27 and 28. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my struggles into... Oh, you know what? First, before we go, I wanted to fix that. On this guy, I think I wanted to extend his staff so it comes down even with his feet. Alright, so I can add some stuff like that, right? Gnomevember, day 27. And that would have been 86. Would that have been a better one that I haven't used it? Dread? No, that's what I started with.